designer. And of course, if you're excited about this conversation, you can give us a ring, man. 0719012600. It's all about the global taste, local touch. Yes, talking about design philosophy. Yeah, we're getting into Julz Maitha's world. And by the way, like I said, an award-winning designer that she is. By the way, back to this story for award-winning. So how does this industry actually function? What's the criteria for picking folks, nominating guys to win awards? What do they look out for some of the, for you to actually be considered to be the best interior designer in the country?
The public.
Yeah.
Because I know for sure throughout the awards that I got to experience, they mostly were as a result of the public.
Right.
Yeah, so the public nominates you.
Yeah. Oh, what? So you're really known out there?
The public nominates you and the public votes for you.
That's amazing. Yeah. So you've been in business for how long, by the way?
I started the Cozy Nest Interiors in 2023 March.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me ask you. Obviously, this is an art.
Okay.
And there's also a business side to it. Right, so how do you navigate that balance? So instead of maybe some people are extremist, you are just focusing on profits. But at the same time, you're thinking, I really want to, leave a legacy. I want to create amazing things. So maybe you're not caught up in trends. You're not caught up in just making profit. How do you maintain the balance?
Being a principal designer, that means I have to be in charge of all the designs before they're executed.
Right.
So that's the art aspect of it. I am in charge of all the designs before they're executed.
Yeah.
In terms of the business, you have to overlook the entire operations alongside being able to balance the art.
Yeah.
So overlook the entire operations and also walk the journey hand in hand with the client.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, the client engaged you. The client reached out to you. So you have to also involve them in every step of the process.
Is it easy to be a self-taught interior designer, or do you have to go to like a school?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. You can go to school, but in the era, in this century that we are living in, I can say for sure it's easy to self-teach yourself.
Yeah.
Because there are so many ways to learn things. If you have the desire to learn, that is.
Yeah.
There are so many ways to learn, and equally, even as you go about doing your projects, you're able to learn more and more things on site that you can't ideally learn from a school.
Yeah, I can imagine. And what about in Africa? As you traverse the continent and in the world, which countries would you highly rate as having really awesome interior designers, designs?
Well,
African context here.
African context.
Yeah.
I'd say South Africa.
South
Africa has really nice designs, as well as Nigeria as well. Yeah. So I'd say South Africa and Nigeria.
I thought you were going to say like Egypt or something.
From what I've observed.
Okay, from what you've observed. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. What trends excite you right now when it comes to interior design, globally maybe and locally?
I'd say the different wall design techniques that people can employ these days in your projects, as well as the different accessories that you're able to employ in your cabinetry projects. That is your kitchens, your wardrobes, your master walk-ins, all those accessories that you're able to now currently use. I tend to think day by day they're evolving and they're becoming more and more embraced.
Yeah. Let me ask you, so do you think the few public spaces that have been, like, let's say restaurants, hotels, libraries, whatever, I've seen people have an African touch to their designs and stuff. Is it like a new thing? Has it always been there? I don't know, maybe you can just educate me, Yeah, and is it expensive to have those? Yeah.
Well, it has been there.
Yeah.
It's just that now it's being embraced even more, simply because we have a lot of. Let me tell you, Kev, we have a lot of local craftsmanship that is impeccable. We have a lot of local fundis who are out here designing things that you can't get on a global scale.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so it's a trend that has been there, but now is when it's being embraced, because there are also more and more people in the industry who are coming in, who are making in very, very nice bespoke pieces, which are now much more receptive to use in our projects when designing.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, but I know people usually say, oh, the problem with these African ones, they're kind of expensive because it's like they're just targeting the people who make these things, just target Wazungus. Is that true? Is that a...
No, it's not true, because let me tell you, the amount of work and the amount of the thought process of creating those items, people just don't know it, but it takes a lot.
Really?
Yeah, it takes a lot to be able to design something that is very unique and something even those Wazungus can even relate to. And it takes a lot. So I wouldn't say they're expensive, but I'd say people basically pay for the work that has been put into those items.
Yeah, it's just purely the craft.
It's the craft.
Okay.
The talent, the craft, and basically all the work that has been put in there.
Yeah. What as an individual, what's your design principle that you're going to always live by?
No walls should be left bare. Even the studio.
You think our walls are bare?
No walls are bare, yeah. There's so much color.
You think we should do something?
No.
It's fine. The color is fine.
It's fine,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Simple things like even just painting your walls can change. See how landlords, typically all rentals are cream.
Yeah.
Just repainting the entire house just gives it a whole new look.
It's true.
Yeah, so for me, no walls should be left bare.
Yeah. So for folks who have like a very, very minuscule budget, what's the simple thing that they can put on their walls that's going to make them really, like, what can make their spaces stand out and, look appealing? They
can put wallpaper, they can put murals, or they can paint it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the mirrors as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask you sort of like a weird question, but it's okay. How has this space changed you as a person and how you perceive, life in general, working in the interior design space? Yeah. How has it evolved you as a person?
Number one, it has made me very, very keen and attentive to detail.
Oh, interesting.
Because there is no client who's going to hire you as an interior designer or bring you in on their projects if you're not keen to, if you're not able to see something that they're not able to see. If you're not able to tell a mistake before they do, you have no business being their designer.
Right.
So for me, it has made me very keen to detail. Even the slightest thing, like a small crack somewhere, I can see it from from a distance away. So
I can imagine.
It has made me very keen to detail. It has also taught me to be a good leader, because managing a team also takes a certain level of leadership, a certain level of being able to handle people and at the same time handle people and still be able to have the design in mind, be the designer in mind. So for me, it has taught me to be a better leader and be very keen to detail.
Let me ask you, if somebody's listening to you right now and maybe they want to partner with you or work with you, what are you looking out for in them? As an artist or a designer, what do you look out for in people that maybe in future you could employ them or partner with them?
So my mantra has always been, the client comes first. We always have to listen to the client. And for me, to be able to work with someone, it has to be someone who speaks the same language as me in terms of listening to our clients. Our clients always have to come first in terms of we have to always listen to what the client wants and make sure we now bring in our perspective and deliver according to what the client wants. Because at the end of the day, we are service providers. The clients are calling on to us to provide services to them. There's no point in them calling you to their projects and then leave them upset or unhappy with the outcome. So listening to the client is key. So if I partner with somebody, it has to be someone who listens and rather speaks the same language in terms of us listening to the client.
And the opposite of that is somebody who doesn't listen to the client. The people who are like, I trust my creative self, me, I have to be authentic. Taki, let them go to another person. You know the types of people, yeah?
Yeah. No, trust me, it's not a good look for a designer to be your kichwa ngumu.
Yeah.
No. It's not a good look. And I don't think even you, if you're a client, you'd want to work with. You'd want somebody who listens to you and walks the journey with you.
Yeah, it's true.
You'd want somebody who ukimwambia, a client akikuja kuambia, if the client comes and tells you, I only have this amount of budget that I'm working with, and I'd like you to be able to curate for me something within this budget, or even if slightly above this budget, but try and make it work for me.
I understand.
The client doesn't want mtu atamwambia, by the way, budget yako ni low, missy, I can't work with it,
Yeah.
So we just make sure you listen to your clients. I don't know, I really can't emphasize it any further. I really stand for that a lot.
I'm not surprised you actually won an award because you have a very interesting principle. No, you have the right principle. Client first. The customer's always right. I like that. And if you could design one or any public space in this country, which one would you pick?
Our airport.
So you think we need to actually, make some changes?
Yeah, we could do it some changes.
Yeah,
we'd want an airport where foreigners are coming in, and by the time they leave, the only thing they're talking about is that our Kenyan airport.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
true,
I think the airport for sure.
Okay. What other?
Maybe our hospitals.
Okay.
Yeah, our hospitals in terms of just the finishes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Government offices.
What government offices has impressed you, and how with the way it was designed, especially interior? If you've been to a number of them, maybe you can tell us.
I haven't been to a number of them.
Yeah.
I haven't been to a number of them, so that might be a bit tricky to answer.
Yeah.
But for sure, for me, it would have to be the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like how State House looks like right now? Have you seen pictures of it? Like a bit of it, a bit of the interior. I know I have.
I have.
Yeah.
Well, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah.
Sour. Not to sound too political. Anyway, so what advice would you give to young creatives who are also trying to find their own design voice, get into the space?
First of all, start. Just start, number one. 2, allow your creative juices to flow. Every designer is different, and we don't all design the same way. So just allow yourself to design the way you see fit. And also consistency. I think this industry is evolving, and there's no way your end client will reach you if you're not consistent.
Yeah.
So start.
Yeah.
Allow your creative juices to flow,
Yeah.
and be consistent.
That's interesting. How do you usually want your people who admire your work, when they see the type of work you've designed, how do you want them to feel?
I want them to feel like they worked with a designer who, number one, listened to them.
Yeah.
I want them to feel they worked with a designer who was able to utilize their ideas and basically what they wanted for their spaces, and brought in her design element to create that cozy nest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I was going to ask you, where do you see this industry headed towards, say, in the next 5 years?
I can say for sure a lot of new designs and a lot of finishes are coming up, even just on the global scale. Some finishes have not yet even been embraced here in Kenya.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of finishes that are coming up, and I'd only wish that even as we design, as Kenyan designers, that we are able to not only imitate those designs, the global designs, but just also try and use our authentic style, like how we are able to make our bespoke pieces and now make them now meet the global scale.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Is it like, damn, that's okay. Final question. This whole thing of global scale. When we're trying to come off as competitive, with the big players in the industry globally, the way the country markets itself and positions itself, do you think we're in the right direction? Do you think we put ourselves out there legit?
We do. We do. Yeah.
Okay.
We have pretty much good eye for design with the designers we have in the industry, and even the way we design our coastal homes, like the coastal designs. I don't think you can get that anywhere, say in the US.
Correct.
Yeah, so a designer in US would likely come and try and copy that style from us. So I think we are headed in the right direction, and we are already doing great. And with even more and more designs coming up, I think we are headed to a very good. The trajectory is great. Is looking great.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, final question. I'm sure there's like a community of designers where you guys probably meet, and obviously where Kenyans can engage with you guys, probably clients. Do you usually care about reviews? And should folks who are getting into the industry also care about the reviews? You just focus on your work, focus on being excellent, and don't really care about what there's a thin line between feedback and reviews.
Yeah.
Would you advise younger guys, the new folks, to care about reviews so much, or just the craft? Because I know some people are gonna rate you and say, okay, I'll give your work a 5 out of 10. No, but you've put in the work, and you know what I mean? Yeah, like you've really done the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both. You can't grow without client feedback and without reviews. First of all, reviews comes in both ways. Good reviews, bad reviews. There's somebody who just naturally hates you and will constantly keep reviewing
First
bad.
impression was just horrible.
Yeah. Just keep constantly reviewing bad things about you, and they've never even worked with you. They don't even, they just hate you. So.
Oh my God.
Constructive feedback. Is what you should focus on. Yeah. If you've worked with a client and this client gives you feedback and they're like, hey, Julz, I need you to maybe next time try do this.
Yeah.
Take that feedback.
Yeah,
take that feedback and employ that feedback.
Right,
because
right.
At the end of the day, these are the clients who you're depending on for your businesses, and ideally for you to provide service.
And people talk, man. This country is not that big.
What travel?
Well traveled, so you're very right. If somebody wants to share your story, maybe, partner with you, how can they reach out?
Through social media.
Yeah.
At the cozinest_interiors on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Facebook at Julz Maitha.
Julz Maitha. She's an award-winning interior designer. Man, a lot of knowledge, Yanni, when it comes to this space. Guys, I hope you learned a thing or two. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you so much for having me, Kevin.
Always, anytime.